Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel CCNA Day 7. I am Muhammad Ayub. I am your trainer for this entire series. Today onwards we are going to see the switching. So let's start the video. So far we have completed all the topics in the routing. Like we have completed the new router setup and we have completed new router setup, serial port configuration. Then we have done the static routing and then we have done the dynamic routing. In the dynamic routing we have completed the OSPF and EIGRP protocol. So now we are going to start switching. First we'll read the theory. Then we'll see the practicals. Okay. See this guys. Types of switches. There is two types of switches: manageable switches and unmanageable switches. The interviewer maybe ask you for the questions like how many types of switches. So you have to just tell them that there are two types of switches like manageable and unmanageable. So we'll see the manageable switch. What is its role? Uh, On a manageable switch, an IP address can be assigned and a configuration can be made. It has console port. The manageable switch, they have the IP address we can assign to the manageable switch, and the manageable switch has the console port. And second point is unmanageable switch. On an unmanageable switch, the configuration cannot be made, an IP address cannot be assigned, and no console port. The unmanageable switch which you are like using, there is a plug and play switches. They don't need to like configure the all the settings, and they don't have the console port. This is the difference of between manageable and unmanageable switches. See the Cisco Catalyst series. The number one is access layer switch that will use in the companies. The maybe the series is come from 1900, 2950 and 2960 series. The company will use the access layer switches. And the second one, then the second type of switch is right distribution layer switch. The ISP provider they will use. Internet service provider is there, right, which we are using in our home. From the internet service provider we are using internet connection, right? So they are the using the distribution layer switches, and they have the like series fixed series like 3550 and 3560 and 3750, modular 4500 and 5500. Okay. And the third one is core layer switches, that is the global ISP will use the modular 4500 and 6500 series, assigning IP address to the switch. This is our today's class. So we'll see how to assign the switch. How to assign the IP address to the switch, assigning IP address to the switch. See this guys. Like say for example, we have a 24 port switch, which is like we have all the ports. That all the ports will come under VLAN 1, the default VLAN. It is also called as default VLAN. All the 24 ports will come under the VLAN 1 only. If the interviewer asks you the question what is the default VLAN, so you just need to tell them that the VLAN 1 is the default VLAN. So it has a console port we are going to configure. Okay. So this is the syntax. And virtual LAN, VLAN provides layer 2 security and divide a single broadcast domain into a multiple broadcast domain. By default, all ports of the switch are in VLAN 1 only. Are in VLAN 1 here. Are in VLAN 1. VLAN 1 is known as administrative VLAN or manageable management VLAN. Okay. VLAN can be created 1001. So in every switch we can create a two, there is a range 2 to 1001. There are two types of VLAN configuration, that is static VLAN configuration and the second one is dynamic VLAN configuration. So we'll see in the second video how to configure a VLAN and what is VLAN we see in the second video. Now we are going to configure the new switch. Okay, so this is our practical, so we are going to do the practical. Okay, let's move to the practical. See this guys, this is an example. We'll take a new switch. I will show you from the starting. So this is the palette. When you click the switch you will get the types of switches in the palette. So you can take 2960 series. I've already give a overview about this palette. This is a router. When you click the router you will get the series of the routers, and this is wireless controllers or hub also. This is the hub and this is the wireless devices, and this is security devices. This is one emulator. So we are going to give a connectivity to the switch. Let's move to here. Actually we don't need this. So we'll take one desktop and one laptop system. Anyone you can take, laptop or a desktop. So I'm just taking one laptop and one desktop. Then we'll give a physical connectivity from switch to, sorry, okay. Like this you can give a default, I mean automatically it will take the ports, or else you can uh, do for manually also for better understand. I will do manually for better understand. When you click on the this kind of image, then you will get the number of cables. I have already tell you about all the cables. So for switch to PC we are using a straight cable. Just put into the port 1 FA01, then into the fast ethernet port of the PC, then FA02 of the switch port, and into the fast ethernet port of the any PC. Then we are taking one system or laptop to connect our switch. First we are going to configure a new switch. Remember guys, we are going to configure a new switch in our organization. For this is the process to configure a new switch. Just take a console cable from the PC and connect to the PC to the switch. Into the PC we are going to connect to the communication port, and in the switch we are going to connect to the console port. In the router also we have console port, right? Here in switch also we have a console port. Now we are going to configure the switch. So open system, go to the desktop, and then go to the terminal, and the default value is click OK. See this switch is look like a router also, like it is also a greater than, and it is also a high symbol uh, like this. Like in router we have user mode and privilege mode, right? So the three mode is there in the router, like user mode and privilege mode and the configuration mode. Same like in the switch also we have the user mode and privilege mode and configuration mode. So in the user mode we will type enable, then you will get a privilege mode. So to check the configuration, the switch also have the same command, show running config. See this guys, when you click the show running config, it's showing that spanning tree, previous tree mode, and all the interfaces of the switch. That we have 24 port switch, that is it is that's why it is showing interface for Ethernet 1 to 224, sorry, 1 to 24, and we have 2 gigaports, so that is why it is showing interface gigaport 1 and 2. Interface VLAN, what is VLAN we'll see in the next videos, and we have to configure same like the router, like LAN console we have, LAN VTY we have to just configure 3 steps into the switch. Also we have configure 5 steps into the router, right, for a fresh router. So in the switch we have to just configure the uh, three configuration. To configure the switch, what is the go to the configuration mode, then what is the command, config t. Okay, then firstly we'll assign IP address to the switch. We'll see the nodes. So how to assign a switch, how to assign IP to the switch? This is a syntax. Interface VLAN 1. I've already told you that all the ports will come under VLAN 1. Okay. So interface VLAN 1. Then IP address. Here we are giving IP address 192.168.0.100. Anyone you can give. We are just taking an example. 255.255.255.0. These are subnet mask, and then enter. Then no shutdown to up the port, and then we have to give, then we have to exit show running config. See this guys, previously inter VLAN 1 has no IP address. Now we have configured the IP address to the switch. So we have just configured to the, and also we have to configure the enable password and console password. Like this we have to configure. Okay, config t, then line console 0, enter, password subnet, login, exit, and line auxiliary we don't have in the switch. Then line VTY will configure, line VTY 0 space 4, password subnet, login, exit. Then we have to give the enable password. So for that, enable password subnet, that's it, exit. And to save the configuration, what is the command, write. Okay, now so click on exit. Then see this guys, it is asking a password, right? Previously it is not asking a password. We have configured the enable password and the VTY password, so that's why it is asking. So subnet, then enable, again subnet password. Okay, show running config. See these guys, clear? So like this we will configure the new switch in the organization. Okay, so we'll move to the theory. There are two types of VLAN, static VLAN, and that is port based VLAN, and the dynamic VLAN. So in static VLAN, static VLANs are port based VLAN. Ports needs to be manually assigned a VLAN, also called as a port based VLAN. A port can be a member of a single VLAN. Dynamic VLAN, the dynamic VLAN based on the MAC address of the devices, which automatically assign the port to the VLAN. Each port can be member of a multiple VLANs. For dynamic VLAN configuration of a software called VMPS, it's needed. VLAN Management Policy Server. So today we have seen this syntax, like we have configure. This is a commands to show the interfaces and the MAC address table and the version of the switch. So we have assigned the IP address to the switch. Assign IP address to the switch. This is a syntax. Then to the next videos we are going to see the configuration of VLANs. In the next video we are going to see the configuration of VLAN. What is VLAN? We'll see in the next video. Okay. So today we have completed our class. So please guys like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share these videos to your friends or relatives, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest videos. Thanks for watching guys.